Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Behind me, 2010 Acura MDX. We're gonna be changing the front brake pads and rotors. Let's get started. First thing you wanna do is jack the vehicle up, put it on jack stands. We'll pull our tire off. Have the wheel turn all the way to one side to get better access to our caliper bolts. Before taking our caliper off, I like using a flat screwdriver. We'll put it right in this window. We'll grab a hold of our rotor and we'll pull towards us. And what that'll do is suck in our caliper piston. It'll also let us know that our slide pins are still working and they're not seized. We'll just pull it towards us. The whole caliper will slide in our direction. Keep pulling it in all the way until it bottoms out. Just nice, even pressure. You can see our caliper moves freely. Now let's pull it off. Two 17mm bolts. Hold on to the caliper. I'll take a caliper hanger, put it right in this window, and then we'll hang it on our strut. Nice and out of the way. Now we'll pull off our brake pads, pull off our old hardware. Now we'll pull out our slide pins. We'll move this boot back just a little. The boot stays behind, the pin comes out, just like that. Wipe it off. Now there is a top and a bottom, so I like doing just one at a time so I don't get them mixed up. Then we'll apply new caliper grease. It's important that this grease is for calipers and not just a regular grease. Once we got that on, we'll put it back in. I like twisting it as it goes in. There, now we'll do the bottom, pull it out, wipe it off. New caliper grease. It's a nice even coat. I'll put it in, give it a twist. Nice. To get our bracket off, we have two 19mm bolts. And hold on to it while we do the bottom. There we go. Now let's take off our rotor. Our rotor is held on with two Phillips screws, and these can be quite a booger to get off sometimes. You can see this top one starting to strip, and this bottom one, the head of the bit broke off. So let's work on getting this top one out first. I'll show you what tool I use, and then we'll work on getting this one off. In case this happens to you, then you'll know how to do it. To get our partially stripped top one, we're gonna use a hammer and an impact driver. These things are amazing. We'll put it in, and then we'll hit on it. Do that again. Another time. It's coming out. There we go. Got that one. Now the bottom one is unsalvageable unless I can get that bit out, but I don't think so. It's in there pretty good. The first thing we're gonna try is just a big drill bit. We'll try and drill that head off. Once the head is drilled off, then the rotor will just slip right over the top of it. If I can't get it with the drill bit, then we'll go to the grinder. Let's give it a shot. Don't worry about damaging a rotor because we're getting a new one. Ooh, that ain't working. That's pretty hard steel, whatever's stuck inside there. So let's go to the grinder. When we use the grinder, we want to be really careful not to damage our wheel stud. Wear goggles. All right. I think that's enough. I don't know if my camera can zoom in that well. Let me see if I can get you closer. Hopefully you can see the process. I'm just trying to grind that head off the best I can. A lot of times a drill will work, but I think that bit that was stuck inside there was just so hard, my drill bits couldn't penetrate it. So getting that grinding wheel out, that's doing the trick. I'm almost there. I'm gonna see if this will be enough. Let's give it some taps. There we go. Just one good hit is all it needed. This is what's left behind. I'm gonna try and get it with a pair of vice grips. Let's see if this will get it off. Yep. It'll be hot, so just be careful with it. Oh, there it is. Got it out. And don't worry about getting a new one. You don't really need them in there. That's for installation at the factory. Now we'll put that one in. We'll use anti-seize when we put that in, but if you're missing one, no big deal. Now I want to clean off our hub surface. For that, I have a drill with a cleaning wheel. All right, looking good. If you live in an extra rusty place, we can apply a thin layer of anti-seize where our rotor is gonna contact on the hub. Doesn't take a lot, just a nice thin layer as a corrosion inhibitor. Now let's prep our new rotor. Our rotors have a protective coating on them for storage. We wanna get that off with some brake clean. Now brake clean's a pretty powerful solvent, so I like doing this in a well-ventilated area. We'll just spray it down, and then wipe it off with a clean rag, and just do the best we can. And do the same thing to the other side. And wipe it off. All right, that's it. Let's install it. I'll just slide this on. We'll make sure our bolt holes are in the right place. And if you're using drilled and slotted rotors like we are on this, they are directional. These come with a handy sticker saying front driver side, and that's what we're doing here. The other side will say front passenger side, but just notice the pattern. If you don't have a sticker and you have drilled and slotted like this, you want it to go on this way. All right, put a little anti-seize on our bolt. Put that on. We're just gonna go hand tight, just like that. When we put our tire on, that will suck and hold everything to our hub. That's why we don't have to worry about having a second one. Now let's prep our bracket. On our bracket, we'll take that same drill and wire wheel. We'll clean off the spots where our hardware goes. Once that's clean, we'll go ahead and put our hardware on. It only goes on one way. It's keyed to fit. We'll just slide that in, press it down all the way, just until we're all bottomed out. Do that to the other side. Push it in. There we go. Until we're bottomed out. Now we can just set this on. Let me move you a little. Thread these bolts on. Just suck them down. And the information I have says these are 101 foot-pounds. Now we can put our pads on. I like doing the outside first, just because it's easier to see what we need to do to put it on. And then I'll do the inside. We want the wear indicator on the inside top. Set it in there. They go in pretty easy. There we go. Now our caliper, we'll set our pistons back. Put an old pad in. Because it's dual piston, putting in an old pad really helps. Then we have our caliper piston tool. There's lots of different tools that accomplish the same thing. If you need a tool, I'll have a link in the description, or you can rent them from the auto parts store. So I'll just turn this. You can start to see it go in. Hopefully I'm not too wobbly. I want you to see it. We're just pushing that piston in. There we go. Then we take it off. All right, they're set all the way in. Now we'll lay it over. There we go. We want to make sure our brake hose is not twisted. Put these bolts in. Snug them down. And these are 53 foot-pounds. All right, that's it. We'll straighten the wheel out, put the tire on, go inside, pump the brakes up until they feel firm. Then we can run through the same process on the other side. Good job. All right, there you go. That's how you can place your front brake pads and rotors on your Acura. All in all, not too bad. Now we did run into that little hiccup getting our rotor off, but honestly, that's not too common. Having an impact driver reduces that risk significantly. So if you're not using an impact driver to do this, I recommend purchasing one. But if yours is stuck like this one was, then having an angle grinder or a drill just to get that head off will be enough to pop the rotor off. And then just a pair of vice grips or pliers can get that out. And that's it. The next thing we want to do is just take it on a good break-in test drive. And how we do that is bring the vehicle up to about 35, 40 miles an hour, and then come to a nice solid stop. Now we don't want to lock the brakes, we do want to feel a nice good stop, then do it again. Bring it back up 35, 40, come to a nice stop. Do that about 4 or 5 times, and your new brakes are ready to go. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for all the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comment, post down below. See you on the next one.